Ancient Egyptian Religion and Afterlife by Kara Heckert. A big part of Egyptian religion was the belief in life after death, and Egyptians spent much of their lives preparing for the afterlife survival. They saw death as a step towards a better life in the next world. A large part of Egyptian religion was to preserve bodies through a process called mummification. The first step in this process was to wash the body with water from the Nile. Next, an embalmer made a cut on the left side of the body to remove the stomach, liver, intestines, and lungs, and place them in canopic jars. After the body was packed inside and out with natron, a naturally occurring salt, for 40 days. Next, the body was stuffed with things like sawdust, linen, and ash so that it maintained its shape. The other half of the mummification process was to wrap the mummy. A mummy was wrapped in this order. First, the head and neck, then each finger and toes were individually wrapped. The arms and legs were wrapped separately. Finally, the body was wrapped in many layers of cloth and placed in a coffin. The Egyptians were polytheistic, which means that they believed in many different gods and goddesses, up to 2,000 different gods and goddesses. The most important gods and goddesses were Ra, god of the sun and lord of the universe, Osiris, god of the underworld, Anubis, jackal god of mummification, Horus, falcon god of the sun, and Ma'at, goddess of order and truth. Most gods and goddesses had an animal head and the body of a human. Egyptians considered animals such as the bull, cat, and crocodile to be holy. Egyptians built temples to honor gods and goddesses. Every city had a temple. As priests became more powerful, pyramids, like the one shown here, became part of great temples. The job of the priests was to care to the needs of the gods and goddesses. Priests had many duties such as teaching schools, funeral rites, and advising people on problems. Priests also had many rights too. The end.